I guess it depends on how fast you want to start ripping, since there's two full.
I would say start the brakes, and then if you got time, you want to do it. Yeah, then we can fill in that.
No, that makes sense to me. Let's get breaking before the pizza gets here.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
All right, everybody, welcome in to the Monday Night Mayhem. If you missed it, you missed it, because we are already two breaks full. We have the first Chrome Platinum hobby that was two random teams. Yes, please.
I'm good for now. Thank you.
And then we did the random division blasters of the Chrome Platinum. So we thought we might beat the punch. Already have another Platinum hobby posted up here. If we can get some more action, we'd like to at least know, hey, if you guys want to do it again, do you guys want to do it the same way, or would you like to try some divisions? Either way is perfectly fine with us. We can make it work. And then, as you see, we still have two other breaks that are posted. Hot off the press as last Friday, it is the Top Signature Series football. I'll go ahead and say it. It seems like with the last couple products, the value is definitely in blasters and megas, which is good.
Yes.
Because of course, myself included, everyone was skeptical. Hey, for $700 to $1,000 hobby box, am I going to get that value?
Better be real good.
And I think with Topps Chrome football that released, there was not too many happy people out there. So it seems like the last couple products, they are trying to balance out the ratio of value in the retail side of it, which is, if they can keep it that way, awesome. I heard some good things about the Platinum Blasters as well. So we will see. And the last break that you guys see there is the MLB Retrographs. That contains 8 packs. It is 5 cards per pack. And I believe it is all autographed cards.
40 autographed cards, but one is supposed to be a Hall of Famer.
Correct. So,
which is kind of wild.
Yeah.
To have I mean, I'm sure we're thinking along the same wavelength on what those autographs may or may not be, but still,
and
a box full of autographs is pretty wild.
Yeah. And to have the chase of, one Hall of Famer, I still think that's pretty good. And that is $28 a pack. So if you're a guy that likes to crunch numbers, divide 28 by 5 autographs, and there's your value.
Yeah.
You really can't beat it as far as baseball stuff.
It's about $5.65.
Yeah.
A card?
Yep.
An autograph. Not a card, an autograph.
Yeah. So we are already up and running. We're going to get our randomizer going. Well, you know what? Let's should we do the hobby first?
I was going to do, well, whichever one was technically full first, I would say we should do first. That would be last.
Okay.
That's where I would go with it. Yeah.
All right. I think that helps build the suspense for the hobby anyway.
Yeah.
So we will start with the blasters since they've
seen some.
Yep. We have seen a good amount of hit ratio out of the blasters, as far as autos and numbered cards, but yeah, we're gonna get cracking here with the blasters, and we're gonna get the randomizer going. So share our screen here.
Has anybody checked to see if the mic's working?
I think I heard it through somebody's,
Okay.
but I did unplug it and plug it back in.
Okay.
But now I am curious.
I was just thinking.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Good.
But now I am curious.
We're good.
Okay.
We're good. All good.
So for our blasters, it was random division.
Yes.
So that would be Kevin, Ethan, Vince, Brian, Doug, and Jonah. And right now, since Bud's the only one here, I'm going to have Bud pick me a number. Bud, you're our only guest here right now, so give me a number between 2 and 6. 5 it is. 5 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is our list, and of course, it will mimic the order. Our first division is the NL Central,
Okay.
followed by the NL West, followed by the AL Central, followed by the AL East, the AL West,
And that leaves NL East, right?
Yep.
Look at us with knowing our divisions.
All right. As always, we're going to go over, bring it on down. Right here.
You can read my chicken scratch with a Sharpie. So Kevin will have NL Central, Ethan NL West, Vince AL Central, Brian AL East, Doug AL West, Jonah NL East. Hopefully that makes sense to everybody.
Yep. All righty, let's get to ripping.
Move this just out of the way. Out of the way, out of the way. All right. Have you opened any of these yourself yet?
A couple.
Okay, let me ask the question I really should be asking. Have you gotten your case that you coveted yet?
Not a case. So
Okay.
I had to sacrifice a case, and I did open a couple blasters.
Okay. It's sounding like blasters have been pretty solid for people so far.
Yep.
Frank the Tank.
And all these cards should be horizontal. Except for, just say one of the inserts
Except
is.
for a refractor or yeah. Trout.
So these are actually really cool because Mike doesn't know it yet, but the minute he gets it in the sleeve, he's going to flip it around.
Oh, sweet. Nolan Ryan on the other side. That's cool. It would be really cool if it was, not to go down a rabbit hole, but it'd be really cool if it was this moment, if they knew that photo from that game and they had the same picture of the pitcher, that would be a cool concept.
Yep.
This card, by the way, is folded,
Bent in half.
I mean it's right. We've made some mistakes making assumptions recently,
and this one is on camera.
but
so
this one clearly is folded.
Yep.
Just saying. Mark Church. Now, what do we call the?
Oh my goodness.
Lord have mercy! I see what's under it. But before we get there, what do we call? Are these a?
I'm just going to give you a guess because I do know. And it confuses me and I hate it.
Okay, I was going to go either a
That next part.
X Fractor.
Wow.
So that is the prism.
Okay, I definitely wasn't going there.
And I'm pretty sure. Yep, the prism refractor.
Prism refractor. Okay, Tops.
Exactly.
Come on now.
That's not a terrible card.
But
And then that's a good card.
woo,
Out of 99.
Wow. Who got the Yanks?
let me double check here.
Out of 99.
So the AL East, that would be Brian.
Wow. That was a nice one.
That's a nice one, Brian.
Do you guys want light? You flip through, okay?
I mean, I think the light's going to be against us with all the shiny cards.
Yeah.
All right.
That's sharp. We'll give him a moment in the sun. That's nice. Then attendee.
And that should be the prism blue.
Boy, the term prism has just got me all messed up now.
Right
Yep.
before we went live, the blasters are $65. And I can see why.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you guys better hurry. First week fair pricing's almost over.
Sasaki. One of the customers has a really nice card of his on the way back.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to buy out all his stuff he's got coming back.
Are you?
We'll see if we can work it out. I don't know for sure, but just from stories from you and him, I am definitely interested.
Yeah, I mean, I know the Sasaki is a gold out of 50 in a 10. So, solid card. Mason Wynn. Do they call this a mini diamond?
So
Speckle?
I think it's one or the other. It's just the numbers in here also confuse me
Yeah.
because if you know tops, 150 should be blue.
Okay.
So
See, with Panini, what I'm used to with Panini is blues 199, reds 299.
yeah.
That's sharp though. 2 numbered cards out of a blaster.
So Kevin, you got whoever I say you're going to get until you sell me all your cards you got coming back.
Oh Lord.
But you got the NL Central, Kevin. And
Justin Robleski.
having a very good year pitching for the Dodgers, I might add. These inserts are also super cool.
Oh yeah.
These are the rails and sails.
That's nice. Many for the Red Sox.
No, Kevin, you have to pay attention for image variation. I'm here
Smith.
breaking.
Kevin should be hitting BP any minute now.
Out of
Palmer.
Jim Palmer.
Yeah. Harmon Killebrew. Mason Wynn. Nothing shiny in that one.
So I am curious. Out of a couple blasters that I partook in,
Mm-hmm.
I hit 2 what they call Tops logo fractors
Okay.
out of blasters, which is really cool. They're out of
Yeah.
$4.99. But I'm just curious if that is a blaster exclusive. I have not seen it out of a hobby yet, but not
Okay.
that I've opened a case of hobby.
Right. Gregory Spencer Steer. Get us through the first box. I like where we started with the first box. We got a big numbered card. Let's see if we can pull some ink now.
From
Ethan, you got a Division II out of the South Florida high school division. And I guess if you're more curious, you got the NL West.
I think this is me, a non-baseball me, saying this because I'm sure some baseball purists are going to roll their eyes at me when I say this, but I think I could do without the facsimile autographs. Just because I think the card would look fine without it.
Yes, I can understand it. I also think that it's one of those things where it doesn't happen often.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm fine with it. Now, fun story. I'm glad you brought that up. This product 2 years ago was the first ever hobby box I opened.
Okay.
Had very little knowledge of cards at the time, just knew that, autographs were a chase.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So come to my lack of knowledge, opening a Topps Chrome Platinum hobby box, I thought I was rich.
Right. You
I
thought you
said,
hit a god box.
I said, man, every single one of these has an auto on it. And then I pulled one with blue ink and I said, oh, okay, that makes sense. But
70 out of 75, Rafael Palmeiro
refractor at that.
for the Rangers. He was a tough out back in the day.
But this, and to add on to your facsimile kind of, oh, you can't hide it.
Oh, I can't go back now.
But we have an auto
Caden Dana.
for the Angels.
But he's not an angel in the outfield.
He
He's a
may
pitcher.
not be. I believe that is going to Doug.
Doug.
Man.
Doug.
Doug, you're on a baseball streak, buddy.
Nice. Congrats.
But also, as I was saying, I'm not big on horizontal cards.
Yeah. I'm not either.
And I think even more so 2 years ago, this product, they were vertical. So it was like, why?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What is that?
So that is, I know what that is, but I'll let everyone see it before I say it.
Andy Van Slyke.
that went back into the
That is
late
going
80s, early 90s.
Yeah, that is going into the archives there
And
at a 250.
yeah, that is going to none other than the guy who already was stingy enough to pull some autos and numbered cards out of blasters. Congrats, Kevin.
Nice. What do they call that? I mean, that's almost like a psychedelic or a kaleidoscopic type of.
And I will say this, I think that is what the collared cards look like out of here.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Some of them anyway.
Gotcha.
I've seen all kinds of different stuff, but this may be to your surprise. Maybe not. That Judge?
Stanton.
Oh, Stan. Giancarlo. But out of the one hobby box I purchased, I hit an out of 5.
Oh,
And the red was like this, so I thought it was cool.
yeah.
Prism, Mr. Chorio.
Jackson. Cheerio, mate. Did you see? I don't know who the pitcher was. I saw the highlight just a little while ago before I came over.
Mizorowski?
He was the one that stayed in the game, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Well, I love that too. We can talk about that for a second, and then I got the other thing. But
Okay.
I love the fact I was a catcher. I love the fact that because back when I was a catcher, the catcher had the ability to look at the dugout and say, "Hey, it's time."
Yeah.
I love the fact that the catcher didn't do it. I love the fact that the manager trusted him.
Yep.
All of it.
And I think that shows the potential in a young baseball star like that. I mean, not a lot of guys are going to get okay, I'm going to let you stay in the game.
Yeah.
But I apologize for jumping the gun.
No.
We'll go on to your pitcher story.
Well, the other thing I saw was the highlight of the guy that he got hit by the pit. He threw the pitch, line drive, got hit, caught it in his jersey.
So I don't know.
Have you seen that?
I don't know how recent that is, or if we're talking about the same one, but I did see one that happened like that this year.
Yeah, and I don't know how recent it was. It was one of those times where I was, doom scrolling.
Do you happen to remember if it was Seattle? Because if it was Seattle, I'd know what one you're talking about.
It may have been.
Okay.
It was a lighter uniform, like either white or gray, so it may have been.
So yes, that did happen this year. That was Logan Gilbert on the mound. He went to dodge the ball, and it happened to escape into his jersey between the buttons.
Yeah. But he still looked like he still took a kind of a good shot.
Yeah.
Because he was obviously in pain. But yeah, just a wild string of events.
Despite being on to the last blaster, I think we've done pretty well through the first two.
I think so. If the hobby's half as good as
I'm going to say to be determined.
Yeah. Don't get too excited just yet. I know how it goes. I know. See, I've just stopped trying to pronounce names. Unless it's something that no, I just keep going. Sandy Koufax.
They're leaving. Oh, it was nice meeting you.
Yeah,
guys.
nice to meet you guys.
Thanks for coming by.
No. For Cleveland Rocks.
Well, it's actually funny because oh man, right as I thought the Gibsons were going to go untouchable. How about a collar match? Shohei Ohtani, Blue Prism.
Wow. Topps Chrome Blue Prisms.
Yep.
Say that
Yep.
with a straight face. Yeah, say that with a straight face. My mind is all sorts of.
So might be a good time to just kind of mention that, we all kind of said if Topps is going to give us, retail and expect people to be happy with retail, then they're going to have to put value in retail.
Yeah.
And it really has seemed like lately they have.
19 out of 75. Jose Canseco.
Would you guys say that you're seeing that? Or would you say it's a product by product base? Or just in general a little bit more?
I would say it would be hard for them to have corrected the product that quick. Like just because I feel like a lot of that talk has just been in the last month or two. And I think most of these companies are further out with their planning. But it might be more of the product because I remember people saying, "Oh yeah, you can get some nice stuff out of platinum."
Looks like it's
Right.
Do you want to think, okay, a better mixture of guys you can pull. And things like that. So I totally get that.
What do you know? To no surprise, that Gibson has an overpriced card for sale in the chat. So
He's trying to sell something in our chat. Wow.
but for those that tuned in not as early, we are on the blaster break. We are down to the last box. Next will be the Platinum Hobby that is full. It was a random 2-team hobby box. We decided to jump the gun and we have another one in store if everyone would like. Uh, we would just kind of like the feedback. Oh, and I'm glad that it's coming up. Sorry, I got
No, you're
distracted.
fine.
Squirrel.
Squirrel. Willie Mays.
But I think these are really cool.
Oh yeah.
These are the Topps logo fractors.
Out of $4.99. Yeah, that's sweet.
So that is now 3 I've seen hit on a blasters.
I mean, just looking at the stack of what we've pulled out of these three the blasters definitely have value to them.
Yep.
There's no, I mean, I'm not even a baseball guy, and there's no denying it. Like,
But back to what I was saying, we do have another platinum we can post. Or if we can just get enough people inside the chat here that want to go ahead and try to jump to the second hobby. If you missed the first one filling, I guess we would just like to get some feedback on if there is anybody interested in the second hobby. And if you are interested, would you like to do the 2-team randoms again? Or would you like to mix it up and do random division?
I think looking at the two options that we just laid out, I think the 2 teams gives you value compared to price.
Yep.
Which is kind of what before we started, what you Nick and I both had our own ideas, and both have, pluses and minuses to them. So, the repeating or running back the 2 teams is great value, as you can see, for what you could potentially get. It's a price point that gets you in, without breaking the bank. My only thought was if we went with the divisions, probably something that will fill fairly quickly. If we get 2 or 3 people in, that'll go fairly quick and probably roll through it pretty easy. So, although I don't know,
I've been waiting how many ever months and weeks we've been doing this on stream. I can now say, since I can see everything in front of me and I can see myself, let us know down in the chat. Everyone, let us know down in the chat if you would like to do another hobby box and get it broken. Give us your input of how you would like to break it if you want to be in the second round of it.
pretty soon we're going to have Kevin in here with his Ewing in the chat.
Yep.
Well, that is our blasters. I'll show you guys the auto again real quick. Caden Dana, rookie auto, on-card auto, which Topps does most.
I think a lot of that older stuff like that, yeah, for sure.
They do a lot of, compared to Panini, they do a lot more on-card, don't they?
Yeah, that Aaron Judge was a pretty sweet card.
Yeah, the Aaron Judge was definitely a nice out of 99. Thank you. So,
Fine.
why are we crooked?
So it's just kind of weird how the table sits, and then that is,
Okay.
I don't know. The camera is not aligned with us. It's more over above you.
Okay. I'll try to square that up. That was bugging me. that was bothering me. So,
You know what? No, Ethan, you didn't hit anything in the first hobby, so you should just go ahead and jump in the second one.
You just need to take a division in the second one, or 2 spots. 2 spots of random teams in the second one.
You have the mark.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we will be going back to the randomizer here. Let me share with everybody.
I think I'm going to do this on a fresh page because you didn't give us a lot of room here.
Two, three, four, five, 1, 2, 3. I gotta do this because it's a lot of typing.
We got to find a spreadsheet that you can use on this because it'll make your life so much easier. So like at home, if I'm doing like a football break, I have all the teams saved on a list and I just copy, paste it in, boom. And then the same thing with our participants. We would be able to copy, paste it in. And if we have a spreadsheet, we just match them up, hit print.
Just reminder next week. I will.
Next week, Rob will not be here. So, translation, massive discount on breaks next week. Massive. Some new stuff dropping. Oh,
Three guys, so definitely bring some retail 13, 14, 15 songs and that. We'll just kind of have to see how much box office you do in second footage. Yeah, definitely. A little off here if you have early. There's Vivid Baseball, which is a league product.
yeah.
I don't know how we would break it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just that there's B friend. Yeah.
I saw in V Friends they have Mr. Beast autographs, which I'm sure is going to be, yeah.
Now I'm currently reading a book with poems from Mr. Reese. The book I'm reading says.
Hmm.
All right, Rob. Give me a number between 2 and 5. Let's go 3. So Rob chose 3. This is the list of the teams, and the teams will be assigned in the order that the spots were purchased according to our list. So let's go number 1. Number 2. And number 3. All righty.
I'm ready. Give it to me.
Braves,
Braves,
Cardinals,
Cardinals,
Royals, Red Sox,
Red Sox.
Astros,
Okay.
Guardians, Rangers, Orioles, Blue Jays, Phillies,
Phillies.
White Sox, Padres, Rockies, Guardians,
Houston, we have a problem.
hold on. I can solve this.
Houston, we have a problem.
Oh, who did I leave out? I knew I was going to do this, writing all the teams out.
We're looking for the missing team. If anybody's wondering what we're doing, we've already assigned the Guardians, so the missing team is going to go where this Guardians 2.0 is located.
So hold on. Let's do it this way. Let's fill out the rest, and then I will fill in that missing team.
Okay, that's fine.
So we were at Guardians 2.0. Brewers after the Guardians.
Brewers. Okay.
Marlins.
Okay.
Mariners. Yeah, the Rangers are on here. Yeah, they're number 7. What did I give you?
Mariners.
Cubs. Mets. Reds. Giants. Angels. Athletics.
Athletics. Okay. I had to double check because I thought I had heard that one. I did not. You're good.
Diamondbacks.
Okay.
Nationals.
Okay.
Tigers.
Okay.
Rays. Yankees.
Okay.
Pirates. And Dodgers. Okay, so let me just. Can you just mark a check mark as I read them off this list?
Mhm.
Rays. That's probably gonna be hard too.
No, you're fine.
Yankees. Blue Jays. Orioles. Red Sox. Guardians. White Sox. Oh, I already know. Now I know.
Okay.
Twins is our missing team.
Twins is the missing one. Perfect. The riddle has been solved.
Nobody likes the AL Central anyway. That's why I got it.
Just that break and then grab pizza.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, when you guys do that, I'll sit down there for a second.
Perfect.
Okay.
And then I'll fill in and
Sorry, Doug. You were right. I was just on the other page. So and Josh, how much per spot in the second hobby? So we're trying to determine if we're going to do 2 teams or a division. So since you're the first one to comment, you tell me, would you rather have 2 random teams at 20? Or would you rather have a random division at 50? And while Josh is waiting to comment back, everyone, this is your teams.
Kevin has the Braves, Marlins, Cardinals, Mariners. Sam has Royals, Cubs, Red Sox, Mets. Ethan has the Astros and Reds. Bud has the Guardians, Giants, Rangers, Angels. Vince has Orioles, Athletics, Blue Jays, Diamondbacks. Brian gets the Phillies, Nationals, White Sox, Tigers. Doug, Padres, Rays, Rockies, Yankees. Jonah has the Twins and Pirates. And Vince again with the Brewers and Dodgers.
Kevin, I'm going to let it slide because the list is still on the screen, but your second teams are the Mariners and Marlins. So
in this vicinity.
Yep. Well, he said they look the same.
The
After
M
you had
teams.
just read them off.
They're the two teams that have M.
Yeah. Yeah. Even more so. All right. So let's get to ripping.
All right.
I'll take the list.
There you go.
Somebody's gonna
want to know.
Somebody's gonna light a fire under me and say, "Who's my two teams?" And if it's Ethan Gibson, I'm not reading them. So
All right. Good luck, everyone. Is it one auto?
So it's just one hobby for this break, and then the second one will be another hobby if we can fill it.
Yeah. Is it one auto per hobby?
Yes. Or I guess if you want to read the fine print on the box somewhere,
Per average?
maybe I don't know if that one says make it contain redemption.
Oh. May contain redemption cards
Yep.
with expiration dates.
So technically no guaranteed auto in the box, but I think a redemption would be an auto.
Just trying to keep the packs visible to a degree. I think that's good enough. All right. Yeah, it's perfect. Got the Babe. Vlad.
Uh-oh. I know what that is.
I was gonna say,
So
does that look familiar to you?
how about this? How about before you do that, you just go ahead and jump to that back card. Yeah.
Bomb.
You people aren't getting spoiled anymore around here.
See, I give it to him easy.
Let's see. Can we do this? Oh, looky there. Solved all our problems.
Now the question is, who is it? It's a rookie.
Uh-oh.
It's a rookie.
Oh, you thought I was gonna let it go?
It's a rookie. Jaden Hill, the short print, out of 25. For the Rockies.
Jonah, yes. The teams you have are in a row. So you had the Twins and the Pirates.
It's a good first pack with a short print.
Off to a good start.
No complaints there.
See, and to me, that's Orange Wave. So again, the collars and the numbers,
Are they calling that a prism too? Are we just Tops is all in on prism now?
maybe they should just call it Platinum Prism.
Platinum prism. I like it. It's a new thing. Hunter Brown. Refractor.
You're not welcome, Jonah, but you are.
Poor Jonah. Have we gotten any input on that second hobby? What the preference is for format?
Nope. Never got a response.
Fred McGriff. York. Holwell for the Cubbies.
Two autos, Doug. What's the second one?
Ethan Evans. Pete Rose. Charlie Hustle. Now, I will say I've noticed we've had more packs out of the hobby missing refractors. I feel like the blasters are heavier on refractors.
Yeah.
Okay. Jim Palmer. Tatis.
Uh,
Out of 250.
Doug, if you're referring to the Rocky that we hit, that is not an auto.
Not an autograph. These all have facsimile.
Yeah, so he was talking about.
Yeah.
So yes, these are all facsimile autoed cards. The true autos are blue ink.
Yeah.
Made that mistake 2 years ago, Doug. I thought I was rich.
Yeah. Hence why I made my statement about I feel like they could just do without those.
Yeah.
And it'd still be a great Tatis out of 250 though for the Padres.
Grandson of the wind, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Oh. Bichette. Oh. See some gold or yellow. Go from the back. Spencer Torkelson.
That's gold.
Doyle. 28 out of
Oh
50.
my goodness. Doug is hitting left and right in these boxes.
It's just like it's his job.
Doug, I think since I randomized you, all these good hits, you saw me that Shohei you hit the other day. It's only fair. And plus, it'll make the Gibsons mad if that is sweetens you the deal.
Bring me down. Contreras. Zuna. Nolan.
So you want to guess what that one is?
X Factor.
Yeah, that one is the X Factor. Which I think that's kind of cool because you see the actual squares in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say normally it's a bigger, like a wider pattern.
Yeah.
I like that you can see them in the. Yeah, it's a cool card. So, I got to tell you, as we're going through this, I was driving over here and I had one of those oh shoot moments. You ever had one of those?
Oh, I thought that was a normal everyday thing for
Okay.
everybody.
Well, it is for me, for sure. But I had one of those driving over here. And I realized I had some homework from last Monday that I forgot. And I thought, I'm going to get there and everybody's going to be like, did you do your homework?
Well, I'm curious if Scott did any of his homework.
So, since none of the other students in the room mentioned it, I'm thinking, did anybody do their homework?
Nope. I know I didn't.
Well, we're all failing.
That's okay. It's I don't think there was a timeline on this
No.
assignment.
Luckily,
And the students are the teachers here, so I'm just gonna extend the deadline.
there you go. Goose Gossage. If you're wondering what we're talking about, last week we decided we wanted to do a bracket of the best sports movies. And we were all supposed to bring in our list today of like your 8 best baseball, 8 best football, 8 best basketball, and then your 8 best other. So if anybody has any input and wants to make a list, contribute to our list, feel free to do so.
Baseball great.
So the first one I named was Field of Dreams. So you're
I think that brings you I have a list on my computer at home.
Oh,
that I started on.
my dog ate my homework too.
Yeah. Barry Zito to 199 for the A's.
We're talking about football. It's underrated.
Yeah. Actually, Brandon just made a comment. Well, we didn't even mention this last week.
Rocky?
We forgot Rocky.
Somebody did mention it. I thought somebody did mention it, but I don't know if it was on, like if it was close enough to where Brandon would have heard it.
Yeah.
I think somebody did say it though, but I can tell you 10 cups on my list. I like 10 cup.
I'm trying to think outside of the big three. I mean, we threw Happy Gilmore out there.
Well, you got Miracle. That's a good one.
Because you mentioned Rocky, we also mentioned Airbud last week. Like Airbud,
Yeah.
he's got every sport and numbered through it. So
Soccer people kicking and screaming is a fun one. I don't know if it's one of the best sports movies, but it is funny.
Thing that you count movies like Warrior and Fighter is like boxing movies. Right, because the fighters actually after the Mickey Ward, isn't it?
Contrera.
I think so.
Shared by him.
Yeah.
I threw in Days of Thunder. That's a good.
I feel like Days of Thunder is Top Gun.
Yeah.
Reincarnate on the racetrack.
Yeah.
It's the same thought.
Yeah.
Speaking of racetrack, I would throw Talladega Nights up there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just too good of a movie. I get the
Ford
series.
versus Ferrari.
Blades of Glory.
Yes.
You want to really get silly? I do have a list about halfway filled out on my phone because I literally did it driving over here. But it's a lot of the ones we named
Yeah.
that we all were pretty much, Sandlot, Friday Night Lights, that kind of stuff. Oh, no going back now. We got a red leg. Levi Jordan out of 150.
Oh my. Yeah.
We are never gonna hear the end of this.
That's all right. I'm just gonna let it roll. Let it roll.
Are never gonna hear the end of this.
If you're here, you're here. And if you know, you know. You know what? I won't be that guy. Going to Ethan Gibson.
Still like that hurt you say.
I mean, I don't know Levi Jordan. I'm not mad.
Yeah. It was nice though.
He had the NL West in the last one, so I rather him hit in this one. Congratulations, Ethan. You did get the auto. Thanks for not coming down here and hanging out with us.
Stiffed us as usual. Hank Aaron with Acuna on the back.
And we were very close today. But the underlining joke to only a few is that ever since breaking has started, Chad and Kevin have only both been in here together one time.
Yep.
We were so close today.
They were close.
So we're getting
Kevin
back.
said late July, so
Yeah. And then I guess the Gibsons
Like sabbatical or something?
softball. He's helping coach Ezekiel Tovar for the Rockies out of 75. Jacob Wilson. Yeah. I guess the rec league ended, but now they're starting it's more of a travel team.
So again, as we close in on our last couple packs here, do want to remind everyone that we do have another Topps Chrome Platinum hobby box on standby.
We've got 3 cards now.
You know what?
Got gypped. There might be 5 in this one.
I actually opened a pack that had 6 cards in it, and they were all base cards. I said, oh, well, thanks for the extra cards.
There you go.
But back to what I was saying, we would love to run back another hobby. It's just going to be up to who wants to put an input of, are we running back at 2 teams random again, or are we doing random divisions? 2 teams would be $20. The random division would be
3 again.
$50. And as of course, we do have the Top Signature Series football mixer break. That is 2 megas and 3 blasters. And we do have the oddball of the group, the Retrograph baseball box that has 40 cards. And there are 40 autos in there.
I really want to get into that box, by the way. I think that would be fun to open.
And for you mathers that like the math, that's $28 a pack. And in that pack is 5 autos. And inside the entire configuration of the box is one Hall of Fame autograph.
Well, we finished with the Babe for our hobby box.
No, Brandon Murakami is not in this because this is technically a 2025 product.
Congrats again to Ethan on the auto. Yeah, I'd love to get into that. I think that would be a fun one to open. Really curious.
So since we are empty for the moment, I will show everyone what we have. There's your top signature, your retrographs, your Topps Chrome Platinum Hobby. There's your prices for the NFL Mixer, the MLB retrographs, and the Platinum is to be determined.
Those retrographs, just to help everybody with the math, you're looking at less than $6 per guaranteed autograph.
Yep.
So that's pretty good. I mean, even if you're a reseller or a dealer or something like that, I don't know what you do with even obscure autographs. I put them all at $2 if I don't know who they are and I've never heard of them. And I have people that come and buy those all day long at the shows.
Yep.
So nobody's going to get hurt bad on that.
Yeah. So I think in the meantime, your two wonderful breakers are going to go take a break, eat some pizza, and we're going to let the boss have a minute to chat.
I'll get everybody. Viewers going down.
Yep, the viewers are going down now. Yep, that's true. Oh yeah, sure.
It's Scott.
Sure. All right. So that's that one, right? Or is that one? Whatever.
Yes.
That's the one right now.
So that's the bottom right corner.
Okay.
Or if you switched it, then yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. That's cool. So we started the discussion that maybe Topps kind of is getting some stuff right and dropping better stuff in the retail stuff. I think that seems to be correct. I would have some concerns, I guess, when we get to like Top Series 2, because Top Series 2 is part of the Retail Reserve program, and it's not what they call it now. They changed the name, but the Retail Reserve program, what it'll do is guarantee that each shop gets, I believe, at least 3 cases of a product. So it's just questionable when it is part of the Retail Reserve, does it get watered down? And part of the Retail Reserve is it allows us to, get so much of a product, but we also have a limit to which we can sell it. For instance, what they just broke, the Platinum, it wasn't part of a Retail Reserve. I got just one case. They haven't reoffered it, and most places online are $65 to $70 per box. So in that product can't really be too watered down. But when they guarantee, every shop in America, which is 700 plus shops, is getting at least 3 cases of blasters, it's going to be interesting to see. But we'll figure that out later this week because Topps 2 drops. So I think it was on TikTok, I did a video maybe 2 months ago talking about Top Series 2, and I think I only dropped it actually on TikTok. So tomorrow morning I'm going to drop it on Facebook, Instagram, and probably YouTube. And it's just my thoughts about Topps 2, how you should collect it, and if I think it's decent or not. I do. I think it's a good product. So it's a very short video, maybe a minute and a half. So that'll drop tomorrow. But again, we do have more products here we could be messing with. It's not my area, but the PSA thing continues to get worse. I saw that I believe it's Boston Boston Rob, I think, or it's Boston Card Hunter or something. Yeah, I saw he did something today where he was literally texting back and forth with somebody from PSA. and he dropped it on Instagram, literally a screenshot of his texting, and now they think it's at 17 million in back orders. I think the old number was 14 as of a couple days ago. Now they think it's 17 million.
Well, that was the rush of, all right, we need to get our parking.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And then the thought was, let's flip to other grading services, but they all started saying, nope, we can't take any more. So I saw somebody having a discussion today about Beckett, and how they feel that the move for Beckett is going to be vintage. And they're going to say it's going to be the go-to for vintage. And that's what they're really going to build on for grading.
Did the sale ever go through with PSA and Beckett?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe they own it, right? And they've just they've continued. Yeah, and so that's what they're saying. The marketing in that they're going to take is, this is our, our vintage grading kind of line, and just kind of push collectors that way, which kind of makes sense. Like, Beckett's been there as long as I can remember, as long as any of us collecting. It was the go-to for, well, it was the first to market to grade, and it's definitely the first, to establish some kind of price guide.
I just had this thought, not to interrupt you too much.
Oh,
I'm just thinking out loud. If PSA has their PSA line, they own SGC,
yeah,
and they own Beckett,
yeah.
why not make PSA be like your premium high end,
Mm-hmm.
Beckett for your vintage,
Mm-hmm.
and SGC become the economy,
Mm-hmm. Or TCG. Like, why isn't something designated as the TCG? Yeah.
We'd like that to be closed. It's built on a wall around. Definitely so. Also, but I think the marketing, they haven't done like I dog that value.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knows no value. See you later.
See you later, bye.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love the transparency of the substrate on the side. I wish that was, when you cross to it, that was sauce case. It's a lot of things out of it. Okay. It's still going to come down to preference, I guess. I like SGC look on some cards.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it on every card. I think that's just the way the market revolves around is PSA's the gold standard.
Yeah.
So if you're going to make collectors go one way, have to go this way for this, I just don't know how that would fare.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand. Well, and I mean, I've said this before. I only collect PSA slabs in my collection. So, where would that leave me in that boat?
Mm-hmm.
Either you're going to have to change what you collect,
Mm-hmm.
or you're going to have to change what brand that you use, or just get over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's tough. There are people that I change brands of one touches, and it, freaks them out.
Yeah.
It's like an OCD thing for your personal collection, which I understand. Well, people that collect things are usually a little OCD, and I'd want it all to match and be uniform also. So, another thing that I guess I would address is, everybody is, I hear a lot of people ball card show and stuff, which, they're kind of getting on this subject too, because there are a lot of people that are noticing a slowdown and in the hobby, and a lot of those people that are saying that are like, this is what we expect in the summer and stuff like that. And I would say they are correct, except for one thing. One thing is, last year we didn't experience very big of a slowdown. It was it seemed to, we were such a bull market as far as cards go, that it was virtually not noticeable. I guess. I'm not gonna say there wasn't a slight thing, but I would say there is a noticeable difference. And if you'd literally just look at sales and go, hey, let's go a couple weeks into, well, a week and a half into May versus a week and a half into June, or especially if you go a week and a half into April and then look at a week and a half into June, it's noticeably different. With TCG stuff, and I heard Keith at Newhart kind of touching on this. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but TCG here has never came close to the sports side. And it is pretty close as far as if you go sealed product sales, it's getting pretty close, which is interesting thing. And like Gary and Jason from the Ball Card Show, when they were kind of talking about this, hey, the sky's not falling, don't panic. And I would agree with that, but I don't think we see the rebound that we saw last year. Now, uh, when I've talked with Nick about that, he has a good question. Well, what's the end game then? Well, what are you saying? What are you saying? And I'm just saying that I would just be aware that it's slowing down. PSA is slowing down, and the rate at which you can turn merchandise is slowing down, which means it's more dangerous. I just ordered a book called The Devil in the Hind Part, and it is about money. Yeah, it's about no, it's about I read sometimes. I know it's surprising, but no, it's about money and how different cycles happen in the US economy and how people tried to time those markets. And obviously, the length of time that you have to have your money out, there's more danger involved. And so I think that's, kind of where we're heading. And again, I always say this, it's like 22 and 23. Those were not terrible times. They were just not absolute great times. And I mean, the local card shops killed it for the last 18 months, and April was just ridiculous. It was just ridiculous for your local card shop and your local breaker. And I mean, I just think we got to be realistic that what goes up has to come down a little bit. I think that's really good for collectors, to be honest, because if you just, say collect Barry Larkin or whatever, and a new product drops and drops a short print Barry Larkin numbered to 10, I don't think you're going to pay what you paid 6 months ago for that card. So, but I mean, I could be wrong for sure. As far as we could get through summer and I could be completely mistaken and stuff be going crazy, but yeah.
Just looking at it, like the price of gas there for a period was really high. Now it's starting to come back down.
Yeah, it was 408 when I got it earlier.
Collecting for most of us common people,
Yeah.
You're what you have available as far as cash to spend on these types of things
Yeah.
is dependent on the other variables in your life, like the cost of utilities, the cost of gas, and this little things. So maybe some of that's reactionary, where because everything went up in March and April, the sports card world's just now feeling it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. And here locally in our shop, it's if gas goes from $4 to $5 over a month period, the next month is usually slower. I mean, it makes sense. You still got to get to work and put however many gallons you got to put to get to work and stuff. All it is just buying different. I don't think it's like if you go to shows and flip cards or whatever, it's just thinking I may hold this card longer than I did. Now, like 22, 23 wasn't bad, but people that haven't done it for a while, there were terrible years. Like 2013, 2014, they were terrible. There was hardly anybody that could keep a shop going. Shops closed and stuff like that. So I think it's a good thing, although a lot of people complain about Fanatics and Tops. Well, Fanatics owning everything. They are going to do everything in their power to make sure that it continues to go. That it continues, and they're a marketing genius, and it's not like people are going to stop watching football, stop watching baseball, and there's still going to be a market there. It's just even for me, it was a question. If I go back 2 months ago, Tops is like, "Hey, do you want this? Yep. Do you want this? Yep. Do you want this?" And there's been two things recently I had to go, no, thank you. So
First taker. All right.
we got the first taker on divisions.
Well,
All right.
the second taker.
It's a second taker on a hobby box
So
platinum division. So 4 spots left.
just kind of talk about reactionary things.
Yeah.
Sports are like that, and I'm sure that sports are. We're a direct.
Mhm.
It's a direct effect.
Mhm.
There hasn't been a big sports moment recently,
Mhm.
like in the last few months.
Yeah.
And the World Cup is probably the
Yeah.
first thing that comes to mind as an opportunity where something dramatic could happen.
Yeah.
And
That's
then there's NBA finals. What do you mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
The women
And tonight the president's there, and a lot of people are freaking out about that. Yeah. Yeah, no. Well, but talking about him being reactionary, if we go back 5 days ago, Wemby going crazy, couldn't touch a Wemby, blah blah blah. Loses 2 games, the market's down. Obviously Whatnot, the internet and stuff makes it way different than, but Whatnot especially, makes it way different, where we can react that quickly. But I mean, and I mentioned this to Nick, I mean, I'm hearing people say they're not doing well on Whatnot. I'm hearing, it's, but again, do we need to overreact? I don't think so. I think you just got to be careful, and I'm talking to myself as much as anybody. You just got to be careful about having more skin in the game than you're comfortable having, for any kind of uh, long term or whatever. You need to realize that it might slow down. Your money might be out in product a little bit longer, and then in the fall, football will start back up and stuff, and absolutely will pick back up. To what extent, I guess, is the question. So we do have 2 spots taken on another platinum hobby box, and so that's at 50, right?
I was going to say, just let them know it will be division style.
Okay, yeah, so that will be divisions this time. So we getting 4 teams? Is that correct? 5 teams, yeah, 5 teams in the divisional break. So it'll be the divisions, 6 divisions, and so $50 a spot. So if you saw earlier, the blasters were loaded. Did you guys think the hobby was pretty decent?
I mean, the hobby's okay. And I told Chad this the other day. Name me a baseball product last since the start of the year.
Yeah.
You're guaranteed 1 auto and probably other number cards at $250.
Yeah.
For the hobby price.
Yeah.
I, as a guy who likes the rip, I
Mhm.
think that is a good problem.
Yeah. So how you feel about top series 1's around 250 now?
Yeah.
That's where it is. How do you feel about top series 2 at 175 with a guaranteed hit?
I feel good about that overall.
Okay.
I just think that's series 1 is just a little bit for me. That's a good price for series 1.
Yeah.
Platinum's something that's not around a lot.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah. Every other year. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is good, and everyone knows that with series 2, it's right now compared to the platinum was 2025.
Yeah. So Nick Kurtz is the guy you're looking for. Where later this week, Tops 2 will come out. Yeah.
Back on the Murakami, huh?
Back on the for sure. For sure. So is anybody ready for some ice cream?
They'll never not ready for it.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys can get it's in the freezer up there. It's 2 different. There's just vanilla and then there's a s'mores. Yeah.
Sorry, if I'm the Gibson, I have an intolerance. But yeah, I mean, the other things people don't take consideration when summer shows hit,
Yeah.
the location, when I say location, specifically how the buildings are set up. I can have this guy vouch for me. I walked into his building this week in Xenia, and it was a lot warmer than mine.
Okay.
The sauna on that side compared to mine. My
Yeah.
building was bigger and had a depth more.
I forgot that Xenia wasn't air conditioned.
Right.
For the most part. There's the one building, the first one, or none. No, none.
It's just all
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah, that would make a difference for me.
good morning. Oh, it's like true.
Humidity, yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
So for that brief time that it was raining and a little cooler in the morning, that's when I feel like it was busy.
Mm. Yeah, that would make it. I mean, there are people that are heat sensitive and stuff, so that would make a difference.
At least the probably one thing that yeah, never see the picture meetings.
Yeah, wow. And then a crowd would make that worse too if it was very big. Yeah, I agree with Brandon. Brandon's like the hobby is also like the stock market. There's ups and downs, and you just need to know when to buy and sell. So I agree.
Well, in the summer, I mean, I've not been back in the. I mean, it's been 6 years,
Mhm.
so I have 6 years to go off. But summer is traditionally slower for me anyway,
Yeah.
and it's just like in my own personal life. We're spending money on vacation.
Well, 100%.
Like, we decided earlier today we're going to go to Cosi tomorrow, which
Yeah.
it's not expensive, but it's not cheap. It's one of those things that you're going to spend money on. But
Yeah. Go out and eat, I'm sure. And all that.
exactly,
Yeah.
you're doing things that you don't normally do
Yeah.
when the kids are in school.
Exactly.
So, all those things add up.
Hmm.
So I'm probably opening a little bit less boxes,
Makes sense.
spending a little bit less myself, just because I'm spending more in the personal life.
Yeah, for sure. So again, we did already break a couple, but we've got a couple spots taken in a platinum hobby at $50 random division in a platinum hobby box. So
Still want to see the retrographs go. Some action on it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I thought about
Could we out if somebody just said, "Hey, I would take a pack." That's
yeah. Well, I mean that's how we did it, but yeah, you're saying if somebody just won, yeah,
I mean, could you still you because
I just put it back there and price it. Yeah, that sounds fun. Thank you guys. You have a good night. Yeah, we'll see you later. You have a great night.
I'll take Sam, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. That's funny. The audio was behind up there,
Yeah.
so you're sitting there quietly, and I can see you up there.
Yeah. It's like the karate movies.
Yeah,
From the
that's exactly
late 70s. It's like,
there. There.
oh gosh. Yeah, I'm about to get out of there.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
It's split. I should be doing. The Silverado. Chevrolet.
How? Yeah, I don't know. I knew who you were talking about. You could have did some other movements to describe people that come in with them, and I would have knew who you were talking about too. So, yes, yeah, that was.
Rob, I don't think you've talked about it
Mhm.
on camera,
Okay.
and I don't think you were here when we talked about it at all last week.
I was gonna be like, I wasn't there. No, no.
So, and Nick and I self-admittedly, and Scott to a degree is admitted, we've all forgotten our homework from last week. So we got to regroup a little bit. But what are some of your top sports movies?
So I would be pretty. I mean, Major League, but I know that's and funny, and so it's not serious. Field of Dreams is definitely pretty good. So mine are going to be baseball. Mostly. I don't even know if and I hate to say this, I don't even know if I've saw Sandlot, like all of it. Yeah. I don't even know if I've seen all of it, but yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, so I don't have a long I mean, like, yeah, you start throwing Rocky in there and stuff. I mean, of course I've watched those and
I didn't want to say that on screen, but I thought about that one as an oddball sports movie.
I thought of Dodgeball.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hey, yeah,
Are we really down to 3?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah, so we're almost want to break another one here. Hopefully should.
I'm a little sad because I would have liked to see the football go. I just heard a lot of good things about the retail side of that as well.
It was.
Great for good today.
Do we think that's just because football's not in? No, there's no football right now.
I believe that is a reflection of that.
I think it's Can we count the Big Lebowski as a sports movie? Yeah, and those are only minute. You don't know. Then was it the Kingpin? The Kingpin and yeah. Seems like you're getting about it. Watching the Caddyshack dolls.
Yeah.
We're gonna try something. Caddyshack's gotta be. Yeah.
Yeah, Ethan said that the heat from his table heats the whole place up over at Xenia. So,
Wow.
that's what he said.
Right, because there's no cards moving on that thing.
Lots of Metrographs. I want it back.
You want to pack?
I'm gonna just get it back.
Well, what's the other hit Fox? See them? I want that. I want.
They're just packed out.
Into the break, but if
We'll do a pack. You can pick it.
$28 back.
5 autographs.
Break it down.
autographs.
Yeah. And 1 in a box is a Hall of Famer.
Are they on card?
I believe they are all on card. They buy back the cards and they're all on card. On the back is the checklist. There's like Cal Ripken Jr. and some pretty decent people.
Remember the product that you had? Like I feel like it's like 2 years ago.
You came in here and it came in. It is that, except it was a pack form then. And I believe it's the same company.
You're saying you can hit some decent stuff out of that because we saw some pretty nice parts from it.
Yeah, I think then it was like 1 in. Well, I think it was the same. It was 1 in 7 or 1 in 8 was a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, and someone
I think you're right. I think you're right.
Autograph highlights are Miguel Cabrera, Ted Williams, Mickey Mantle, Joe DiMaggio, Carl Ripken, that's what it says. Carl Ripken. Carl.
It's from Cows.
Did they make a
Mariano Rivera?
So
Willie Mays.
Rubin said that Rounders is not a sports movie, and I think that is because Covert is a bigger league sport. But nobody mentioned the legend of Dr. Ramos. Watching golf this weekend on Cardinal watch it.
No, yeah. It's a lot of late 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, it says all trading cards are baseball and run from 1957 through the early 2000s.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember who, because I think it was like at a trade night.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody hit something really nice out of one of it. Who it was though? Rolling fingers.
But there was a Raleigh Fingers for sure. Yeah, there was.
That's not who I was thinking of though.
Yeah.
But that was one of them.
Yeah.
That part is so Bruce all been agreed about.
Yeah. Yeah, he chased down everybody. if Scott wants us to do a pack, we can, but totally.
I mean, even if we're packing, either way, we're packing it out.
Right.
So
It's the same thing.
if he wants a pack, then he might as well just get it back.
That's fine.
Maybe that sparks somebody else to.
What do we set it at? 28?
Yep.
And we'll just throw it up there on the shelf. $28.
Now, if Scott doesn't hit the Hall of Famer, maybe.
Yeah.
30 then.
Yeah.
But what if he does? Then it,
Yeah, then the box is dead. Then the box is dead, yeah. Yeah.
yeah, you got to be.
I'm about to kick Rob off.
Yep. I'm ready. I'm trying to move it around 7. Does anybody want ice cream?
Yeah,
Want ice cream?
I won't want to do this.
Okay, so what do you want?
Scoop in there, and we had the scoop, isn't ready to go. Look at this case. Yeah, other car shop, we get this.
Yeah, we're gonna get pizza and s'mores ice cream.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah, which one you guys want?
or either one's fine.
You know, how should this? S'mores? Really, you want some ice cream?
You know.
I'll just dish it out.
Actually, I'll just make an ice cream sandwich out of pizza. Just put 2 pieces of pizza with ice cream. That's all we sides. It's all one of the same blend.
Good.
Scott, we. Majority rules, and we favor to get taxed, but it's like, you get back. All right, though. Like to do your own pack.
Sure. Another. Oh, it's the retrograph stuff, but we've almost did another platinum round.
Yeah, if you hadn't heard us talk about it recently, we are down to three spots in the random division platinum baseball.
So what we're doing here?
Get a pack. It's gonna be packed out anyway, Scott.
Scott's getting a pack of retrograph.
No, I can't hit the Hall of Famer because then no one will buy the rest of the box.
Well, that's the risk we're just gonna have to take.
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, there's risks involved in the
And we haven't seen this at all yet. So,
hobby. So there you go. I'll let you
all right.
pick your poison. And
All right.
everybody's gonna be like,
Yeah, maybe I will get in there.
All right. Let's
Exactly.
see. This is the pack that looks good to me.
all right.
All right. Let's see. You got it right there?
Yeah.
Retrographs. Retrograph 4. Here we go. All right.
Oh no,
Oops. Oh, just Kellen with the pack.
Oh
I
my
was gonna say
goodness.
we know who taught Kellen how to open.
All right. And the first auto is, hey, Doug DeCenzo, Cub.
There you go.
There we go. He's a good one for me.
Oh, thank
if you're ready for some.
Yep.
Grant Levine. Never heard of him, but got his auto. Rod Nichols. I've heard of him. I remember him. And on the Donruss 90 Donruss too. So quality set there.
Yep.
Dennis Rasmussen. I know him. 86 Donruss. It's a cool card. Little bent there, but I mean that's what you expect from 1986.
Yeah, you're gonna get that with a buyback.
And finally, Mike Lamb. He was pretty good. Never a world beater, and this is a minor league card from the Tulsa Drillers.
Interesting.
So that is retrographs.
All
I
right.
do love these cards.
Nice signatures on them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Blue Sharpie.
Blue Sharpie. Yeah. Rasmussen signed it for an aunt apparently. But I mean, there you go.
Price of the packs just went up, boys.
Yep.
So
There's a Hall of Famer in there. I'll probably be the next one to open up a pack next week. Maybe. Yes, there is a holographic sticker. Show I've got it there.
That was my only thought is
Yeah. So
that's
they
good.
they have, you can see right there that it's a historic autographs 2026 authentic.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, PSP.
Okay. I'll take it. I'm gonna take a couple of top loaders too. These are gonna go in a place of high regard in my autograph binder. I cannot see to put the cards in with my glasses on.
feel like we're some kind of ice cream gang surrounding Scott.
Yeah.
You better eat this.
Oh yeah, you better get those top loaded or we're
Yeah.
gonna
Oh yeah, Sky, we're gonna throw some ice cream.
I'm okay on ice cream. I'm not really supposed to have it, so
He's lactose intolerant.
So, how often do you guys do that? Like, being serious, serious much
daily.
daily?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm every other day. Yeah, not even kind of that much.
I'm super picky about my ice cream.
Okay. Okay, so does it count if I do like a protein smoothie and I scoop us? That's called a milkshake. Does that call a milkshake? Well, then I have a milkshake every day.
That's not a protein.
Does it bring
That's
all the
not a
boys to
milkshake.
yard? Yeah. So like my average milkshake or my average protein shake is a banana, a scoop of protein powder, a half a thing of Greek yogurt, peanut butter, and a scoop of ice cream. That is
I mean,
my average.
I like where you're at with that,
Yeah, but you're like, that's a meal.
but
That's not a.
I'm not sure that it's.
Okay.
I'm not the one to say that. But
So the banana is really good. So I'll make the difference. The banana is really good for you. It's excellent.
oh
The
yeah.
peanut butter I buy is like the kind that's like all natural without fat oils. Peanut butter is a lot of calories. The Greek yogurt is absolutely good for you. Protein powder should be good for me. The scoop of ice cream is the only thing I question. Or can I leave that out there? Yeah, I mean I could, but it won't taste it. Yeah, at that point it's not going to taste very good. Now sometimes I get really stupid where it's like blueberries and bananas and spinach, but I don't like it as well.
So you know how picky of an eater I am. I'm the complete opposite of ice cream.
You'd eat any.
Almost anything ice cream related, I'm in.
I mean, I would say I'm pretty much.
Yeah. I'm also that way with drinks. Aside from, I really don't mess with like wine.
Yeah.
But non-alcoholic or alcohol, I'm
Anything.
pretty much in on anything. Yeah. I just lost that ability with food.
Yeah. So it's weird. Like I'm the opposite with drinks. I either have water, coffee, or half a tea, and a very rare wild mills. So like I don't drink my calories at all. Like
Which is good.
yeah, I eat my calories. But
Until you drink that protein shake.
Until I drink that, until I drink that 900 calorie protein shake I have every night before bed. It's almost every night. Not even.
We do a lot of like I have to have ice cream every night. Like it's just a thing.
Yeah.
But it's not always like a bowl of ice cream like we just did. Like sometimes we'll buy like the frozen Snicker ice cream bars
Oh
or
yeah.
like the drumsticks or
Yeah.
I get on those orange creamsicles. Like those are really low calorie actually.
Yeah. But I actually, even with my ice cream, I don't really do a lot of those. But then I'll sit there thinking about my ice cream, and I'm like, well, I'll get some vanilla ice cream, and then I'll throw sweet protein powder, a banana, and the peanut butter. And I'm like, wait a minute. I think I've made it healthier, but I've actually just added 500 calories for that reason. This explains why I work out all the time, and I'm about 40 pounds overweight.
I bought some graters from Kroger. Kroger's about the only place you can find it.
Mhm.
Some little pints of graters.
Yeah.
And I stuck it like we have
refrigerator. It's a bottom drawer freezer, and it's got two shelves. So I stuck the graters in the bottom shelf, not where we normally put ice cream. And my daughter was down. She said, "What is that? Is that graters?" I said, "She said, well, can I have it?" You can't have nice things, you know. I mean, you guys know how it is. As a parent, you're like, "There's wanted one thing." Just wanted one thing, right? My stepdaughter, Gal, lives with her dad. She literally, like, I would be like, "Hey, I want to make like special pancakes." So I'm like, "Hey, I want to make these pancakes." It's like, I don't know. I think it was like it had peaches or something in the case. If I had like a can of peaches and whipped cream, and I'm just like, a couple days later after we go to the store, I'm like, "I'm gonna make this." And she ate a can of peaches and downed an entire thing of whipped cream. Yeah. I'm like, who does that? Like, who just sits there and squirts the whole thing of whipped cream? And it's like,
Hmm.
ooh.
85527.
I'm gonna give you your own fly money.
The movies that I had on my list, I had Field of Dreams, Sandlot, Moneyball, A League of Their Own. That's baseball. And then I switched to basketball. I have Coach Carter, Glory Road, which that one's a little more under the radar for some. And then you're gonna like this one, Space Jam, the OG Space Jam. We all know the real Space Jam. Hoosiers, White Men Can't Jump. And in football, I've got The Blind Side, Remember the Titans, Friday Night Lights, Rudy. And then in my other category, I had. What are you doing over there?
Nothing. I'm
Okay.
just you
What-
left a very valuable.
Well, I did this while I was driving over here. It's supposed to be a collaboration. I'm waiting for you to collaborate.
I know.
Tin Cup, Miracle, and Days of Thunder were the ones I threw on there, and I need to add Caddyshack. But that's what I had on my list.
I'll make that make you.
Ice cream.
Ice cream? You want first?
But I will. It's okay.
She ate before she came.
Yeah, you're welcome to whatever. If you guys can find over the pizza that's left. Morning, Amber.
All right, for you wonderful 7 viewers, which I think like 4 of them are in the room.
Yeah.
There's anybody else? We need 3 spots for the Random Divisions Platinum Hobby.
It does say Carl Ripken.
That's a working on there, Carl. Yeah, Carl.
But imagine pulling a Ted Williams or Joe DiMaggio or Sandy Koufax, or those would be pretty cool to have. Even some of these other guys, Mariano Rivera would be a good one. So you're telling me there's a chance? The back of this box also says I don't know if somebody read this already. Our holofoil sticker guarantees authenticity with a money back guarantee if Beckett or PSA rejects it.
Well,
So there you go. There you have it. Put the camera on Chad.
Just under. Might have someone. Let me poke a hole in somebody.
I had a little bit of a moment like what you described to me earlier with something that I bought, not to the same degree.
Mm-hmm.
I bought this on eBay and I was like, oh, I got a really good deal on it. There's what I paid for it. And I was feeling pretty good, like, silver is like $90 an ounce.
Yeah.
I hadn't been paying attention. Silver's dropped to like $70.
Mm.
I'm like, well, that explains why I got such a good deal. It's one of the impeccable uh silver bars. It's a Bailey. I still don't feel like I did bad. I got it for 116. I still don't think that's horrible. Oh,
Down to 2 divisions.
oh.
Yep.
Well, let me update the board then.
Guess I should make a mental list here.
Yep.
You're gonna use the little poison and go over. That way when I come back, it's full already.
Alrighty, everyone. 2 people left. 2 spots. That's all we need for the Chrome Platinum Division break. Are you feeling lucky? I feel like if you're a guy named Doug, you should definitely be in this break, but whatever. You hit in both boxes, Doug. Make it the third one. That's right. That's where I feel like you could thrive. Let me just. Well, you're all sports guys, so I'll just let you scroll a little bit. Not to tickle your armpit.
So. One of these guys, were you talking about the church? Will they charge some extra fees? I thought for us.
So if you pay PayPal, you do the goods and services that way. If anything happens, you can file your money back. But that's where the extra 3% is, and then they charge for shipping.
But still, it's probably better to work deals easier.
Yeah. You can wander over here. You can wander over here. You don't gotta sit over on the far side. Okay. Aren't you the one that's just a snack? Just a snack. You throw it to the boss.
I should have thought. Why it's.
I forgot to tell you. Because when you went back, I said it in my head. But so that night before you left, I let them take the pancit.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking you about the recipe.
Well, I was about to make it today, but. I mean, set the council, our friends that came over, though. Maybe. How about some more of the mental? Secret back over.
When's the World Cup start?
This week.
Got him up. Well, that's at the airport.
Oh,
I-
awesome.
As I said, I told him that you found a FIFA World Cup ball.
Well,
Well, now that I know what Wyatt does in the house, it's perfect for what he does. So
it's like a scout flyer, like the American, which is mascot. I was like, I don't know. Then I saw a wall, just because, yeah, mascots like Mexican,
Yeah, it's some
Canadian.
Maple, Zulu, and Fletch or whatever the guy is.
I even had to restart.
So I'll have to show you when we get home because I know you're gonna go to the store 10,000 times at some point this week. Well, I don't think Kroger has them, but it was so they have like little surprise ball, but you can get soccer characters out of it. So when you're out and about,
Yeah.
yeah. So like my Kevin Durant is there's a soccer version of that. So if you see one, grab it. Well, that's what. Come on, people, 2 spots. That's all we need.
Yeah.
Will it help anybody if I say I smell money? I smell money.
We'll see you.
Now that he's left, I should just say we only need 1 spot. Rob will take the last one.
Just need to bully. Since Ethan hit the auto in the last one, I think he's obligated to buy a spot.
Well, he would probably throw a fit. I'm gonna message Doug. I'm like, Doug, you hit in the blasters and the hobby.
You got to keep the streak going now. Yeah, because I remember this when they did this before. It was one card you got, or maybe it was two, but it was in a pack form. It wasn't and I want to say it was like $10, and you got like two autos. I was like, well, that's a no brainer. Like, you know, Scott's up there working on his movies.
Why's he got to work on them here? I thought they were on his computer at home.
Well, we haven't broken enough stuff to keep him busy, so he's
Twitching.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's give them to him. If you don't like red and blue, Rob sells silver, green, and orange in the shop.
That can go around and all these Robert Lewandowski and Rooney's in New Jersey.
How much is he selling those for?
I believe they're 18 a piece. I could be wrong.
Now, those are the ones though that you can put a one touch in, right?
Yes.
Or there's an insert you can buy for the one.
That he also has, yes.
Okay. See, I think that's really cool. Because how many cards do we all end up with that you're not going to grade,
Guacamole.
but you want it in a one touch?
Can you get out the green one? The Jackson Holiday that's in the one touch? One of the slabs in there, the one that's in just in the one touch in the slab holder. Jackson Holiday.
Yep. I think that's pretty cool.
No.
I'm guessing they probably only hold like a 35 point.
For now, yes, but
I was thinking that soccer ball card.
oh yeah. No, it's in one of the slab holders.
What they in the paint? Going to
No, it was 260.
Mm-hmm.
This
I've got
yes,
a
please.
Dwayne Haskins patch auto from like Immaculate. I'm not kidding. It's
Yeah.
slabs
The
from
orange
PSA,
one,
and
by
it's
the way,
almost as thick as that. I had to put a giant bag over it. Yeah, I like that. See, that's what I mean. If you have a card that you're not going to grade,
Yeah.
but you want to display it nice, yeah, like it just looks clean that way, you know.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you're not going to put a ton of stuff in those because at 17 or 18 or $20 a pop,
Yeah.
but something that's high in your PC like that,
Yep.
it just presents really nice. Is it just magnetic?
Yes. And it is
I was gonna say,
very strong magnetic because I
wow,
think it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
wow, that's nice. It's a rabbit hole I need to avoid going down.
Well, yeah.
They look really good though.
And that's where, because the first time I had seen these were at a Chillicothe show.
Yeah.
There was somebody at one of Rob's shows, I will say, that was selling them. And then after the one at the school, that's where the company was actually set up there selling them.
Well, and I will say, like for yours, for example, yours probably looks a little better because you have a colored one touch
Yes.
compared to just a clear basic one touch.
And that's what when he was set up there, he had all kinds of collars.
Yeah.
And he said they were so I'm not 100%. Actually, you know what? No, I can't remember the name of it. Yeah. Yeah. So they actually come in
Oh, okay.
BGS as well. And SGC.
Nice.
Yeah, well, Jackson down.
BGS, yeah. And I think it's one of those things that just catches the people's eye sometimes.
Mhm.
I mean, I will say, and this is not just me bragging, it's like this is the only orange slab defender I've seen in person.
Mhm.
Of course, I got blue, red, silver, and stuff like that. But
I'm gonna go. I was gonna say I'm gonna go buy the three
well,
on the
yeah,
shelf, and I'm gonna saturate the market now. No, but it would look good. Like I'm thinking because like I collect Ohio State football stuff.
Mhm.
It'd be really cool if you could get like a silver case and a black one touch, or red one touch, silver case, and you got the black insert. If you can make it work for your teams or even the parallel colors.
But that guy, when he was set up there, which I mean, it says that on here they have the PSA 130 points,
Oh,
but also expanding to other size slabs was
in the
in the works.
well, I'm sure it just, as with anything, it takes a lot of resources, I'm sure.
Yeah.
If you cover 35 and 130, now you're covering probably 75% or more of what is out there.
Yeah.
So
It would be funny to see them eventually for those like jumbo downtowns, ones that are like
oh yeah.
paper size.
Yeah. Well, when I was looking up the prices of that Shador, I've seen a bunch of jumbo downtowns that have been graded now.
Yeah.
And I like part of me is like, why? But I get it. The other side of it's kind of like, what would you do with that jumbo? Because they're hard to take care of.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like in the new IndyCar release that just came out, in every box you get 2 cards that are like the size of a postcard, and some of them are cool looking. But it's like, what do you do with those?
Yeah. Trying to multitask and think of someone else I can throw in the break.
You got a next spot?
I have a spot.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hmm. 2 PSA 10 Shoheis for 80 or under.
Hmm.
See, and that's just another thing. Like, I don't see that stuff at shows. That's just someone selling on Facebook. Andy Pajes. Come on, people. 2 more. So I hate to be the guy that draws the deadline, but I think like 15 minutes is fair enough time. When you said you were late, I was like, he's probably stuck playing MLB the show. Need to get some music downloaded on here.
Yeah. You got to be careful with Facebook.
I think it's if you're live, you're okay. If you're like putting videos on there, that's when it gets a little. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember when I used to work at the racetrack during the day, like when we would be there getting ready for the race before we'd open the gates, we'd have the PA playing just radio station. And I would like start Facebook Live and start talking about, hey, we're getting ready to open the gates, da 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 da, just promoting what was going on. And in like 3 minutes, I'd get an alert, copyright, because it was picking up the music that was playing. I'm like, that's cool. Like.
Um, sorry, I was pretending to be around for a second. So it says there's 6, 3 Facebook, 3 YouTube, and I assume that's a YouTube.
And the one back there is a YouTube.
I think so. Anybody, are there any shows this weekend anybody knows of?
Yeah. There's one in Columbus, not far from Grove City. The Outer Belt, something or other. The guy that's promoting it was set up next to me at Grove City like 2 shows ago. And it's at a church. And I think let me see if I can look it up. The way they're doing it is if you can either pay like $1 to get in, or you could bring a can of food to donate
I was
to the
going to
food
say,
pantry.
is this the food drive one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they had a thing come up with the church. I don't understand this, but the church told them they're not allowed to have Pokemon.
Me and Rob talked about this yesterday.
And so now they're scrambling. Yeah, Outer Belt card show at Garden City Church on Saturday. Jeremy Callahan is the promoter. But it sounds like they lost about 15 tables
Well,
as a result of that.
I don't know the details, but I think something fell in the lines of the Pokemon game is referred to as pocket monsters, so you know, associating that with other things, I guess I can understand.
I wondered, for me, that's a little bit, but I wondered if it was more along the lines of TCG and what's the TCG where they have some pretty risque stuff. There's a brand of yeah. There's
I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name.
I don't know what it's called, but yeah, there's a TC where there's some stuff that you're kind of like that's. So I wondered if maybe it was geared because of that. But it would be easy to just contact your dealers and say, hey, none of that, whatever that was. Just don't put that out in your display case, Right. Yeah.
Well,
Well, I mean, and if you want to get really silly about it, the state of Ohio allows gambling on all sports. So, does your church condone, like, I don't know.
Sorsby?
Yeah.
Good for him. Yeah. I do have another topic. I don't think it's live stream appropriate, so I'll cut it down to as peachy as I know how. Anybody see anything on the Steel City whatnot?
Steel City whatnot.
Yeah.
Didn't even know there was a Steel City whatnot
So it is with the
brand.
yeah.
Yeah.
Had a certain guest on there that was not, and this is just quoting from some of the stuff I've seen, appropriate for all ages. Not that there was anything going on, it was just who that person was.
Oh. Okay.
So it was kind of like I heard both the Pokemon thing and that at the same time. I'm like, what's going on?
happening?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's not in the water, it's in the cards.
I do think I've noticed I think Whatnot might be on a slight downward trend. Not saying the sky's falling for them. I'm just
Yeah.
saying I think there's a bigger collective group of people that are like, all right, kind of moving on to, something else or
Yeah. If we can get one more person, I'm forcing Rob's name in there.
absolutely.
5 minutes.
We either need somebody new or somebody that wants another spot. Either way.
Yep.
I was just looking in your general direction over there. That's all. You haven't been here the last 2 weeks, so did you have any jet lag getting back? Jet lag coming home?
Okay.
Yeah.
I had that phone.
Going that way. It's worse. Yeah.
I wake up at 4 o'clock phone makes like right away.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what I try to explain to a lot of people. Not only is it long flights in general there because it's how long it take you to get from here to California? So you got 5 hours of flight,
Yeah.
and then you go back 3 hours in time.
Right.
And so then on top of that, you have another 14, 13 hours flight after that, and then you fast forward 12 hours.
Right.
So,
That really messes with your
5 o'clock.
yeah. I know when I went to see my sister in Germany years ago, I flew in so I left Columbus, went to Washington D.C., out of D.C. into Frankfurt, Germany, and I got into Frankfurt at like 6:45 a.m. their time, local time. And my sister told me when like the night before, she goes, "When you land, you're not going to sleep." And she literally met me at the airport with 2 Red Bulls. She goes, "Drink them both." She goes, "Because you're not going to sleep." And that was the smartest thing I could have ever done because, you just push through the day and now you're ready to go.
Sleep.
Yeah. Right. She kept me running around all day that day.
Keep us in record. To the
Yeah, well, sort of outside. Um she was stationed in Mannheim, and then it's a bunch of military bases in that area. But Frankfurt's the big airport, where everybody flew in and out of. So it was probably an hour drive to where they lived. Now they're in South Korea.
uh-oh,
Uh-oh. What's happening?
it's baseball news.
Baseball news.
Well, more baseball score related.
Oh.
Bottom of the third, 0-0. Bases loaded, 1 out. Baltimore.
Strikeout.
Well, we'll see. It's old Polar Bear Pete. Can he deliver? Who's pitching for Seattle? Oh, Emerson. Emerson. By the way, you weren't here yet, but he was talking about he had seen something, and I think it's the same one Did you see the thing that happened to Logan Gilbert this year when the ball came back? Yeah. I guess I didn't even think about that when he picked up his auto at Northgate.
I'm sure a lot of people will remember him just for that play.
Yeah.
Like when I think of Randy Johnson, the first thing I think of is the bird exploding. Yeah. Right.
Are you a Woo fan? I can't remember if I showed you this. This is also for sale on Facebook. Can have your first ever rainbow, non-auto. We're gonna change that. I really, yeah, yeah. Nice. And to be honest, I guess I understand why, but like with the World Cup right around the corner, and you figured that'd be a harder find. But I get it while it's on the. Well, it wasn't a home run, but he got one in. Yeah, 1 minute. Hi, feeling lucky?
No, that
That's why I asked you. I don't believe in luck. I only pull out of five. I only pull out of five autos.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's got to do. Yeah. I had seen a post that wasn't exactly related to cards, but it was like my side hustle, my main job, gets in the way of my main job, which is, and it was like sleeping or something. But I was like, my main job, my day job, gets in the way of my cards, which is actually my main job, but it feeds one another. All right. Yes or no? It's up to you. You want two or no? If you don't want two, I'm shutting it down. Yeah, correct. You don't have to. I'm just asking you. Chad hasn't jumped up and volunteered. You don't have to. Okay, I'll shut it down.
whatever you think. This the hobby.
No, couldn't get the spots to fill, so we'll just try again next time. Actually I just gained a viewer. Shame on you who jumps in here last minute to see if we're ripping. But nope, we had fun today. If you missed it, there were quite a few hits out of the Topps Chrome Platinum blaster boxes. The hobby box wasn't horrible, but yeah, so we thank everyone for tuning in. I believe the first week fair pricing is going to continue on the Topps Chrome until Thursday. And if you didn't hear, the secondary market or the upcoming is about 65 to $70 a Topps Chrome blaster anywhere else. So get them while you can. Thank everyone for coming out, and we will see you guys next time.